Hi Cancer, I hope you guys are doing great. Welcome to your journal messages for the 17th to the 23rd. I'm going to be doing what I did last week. I'm going to be doing love and career separately. I'm going to be starting with career. If you're not interested in that at all, go into the description box below, click on relationship, and it'll take you right there, okay? For the rest of you, let's get right into things. We're going to start with career first. Just to play fair, right? Last week I did love first. Now I'll do career first. I'm going to start with my Halloween deck and pull a few cards to center ourselves in the reading. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Messages. The Fool. Good. Taking a chance, Cancer. Very good. The Fool's all about fresh hope and some sort of new path, a new adventure, a new beginning. Okay, then we have the Ten of Ghosts, which is like the Ten of Cups. This is fabulous. Fabulous. Ten of Cups is about having a lot of support, everything that you need, like a deepening of a commitment and connection having to do with work. And then we have the Five of Ghosts, which is a Five of Cups. So this could feel, you might be feeling a little sort of regretful about something, feeling a little maybe some loss having to do with career. You could have like quite literally lost your job or maybe decided to leave. But you could be feeling like a little abandoned and kind of like unwanted. So let's see what else. That's interesting. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which does indicate a new job, a raise, promotion, some sort of new investment, new income coming in right now. So while you're feeling, so it does seem like you're definitely transitioning away from something, right? Where there was this, you left something and then you have now. It doesn't mean that you lost your job entirely, or maybe you're just doing something different. As the Ace of Pumpkins, which is the Ace of Pentacles, does indicate again a promotion, which means maybe you are leaving one department, going into another, or some sort of new investment that you've made that's going to end up generating money, any kind of new income, which is really, really good. But I feel like it was incited because of the Five of Cups energy. But to have the Fool and then the Ten of Ghosts, the Fool and then the Ten of Ghosts is great, right? Because again, this is a new beginning, a new path, and whatever it's doing is going to end up not only speaking to your heart space, but it's going to be bringing you everything that you're looking for. You're really going to feel very good and connected with whatever this new decision is, right? Ten of Ghosts is the Ten of Cups. All right, so basic idea there. Let's pull some Lenormand. So patiently is the waiting. So now the man in the Lenormand could always be a little partner, just someone close to you in your life. It doesn't matter whether it's love, career, whatever. This could be a boss, this could be a brother, a father, somebody coming in. But there's somebody who is waiting very patiently. This is the patient man, and he's looking at the past though. And then we have the Scathe. Something has to be cut out. Okay, some sort of chance. All right, some sort of taking a chance on doing something needs to be cut out. And then we have the woman, the patient woman. So we have the patient man and the patient woman. So obviously this, again, even though they're genders, it doesn't have to be for a relationship. So Cancer, this could be you if you're a female Cancer. Male Cancers, this could be a female in your life, apply it however it is. But we have this need to take out, you have to stop taking a chance on something that you've been focusing on. Very patiently, yeah, look at this. We have the Cross. So the Cross means there needs to be some sort of redemption. You have been needing to pay the price for somebody else's irresponsible behavior having to do with the workplace, or something having to do with your money. You've been on getting the short end of the stick. So for example, like this could even be because it's money and career. So let's say you're in a relationship where you've been carrying the entire load because your partner can't work or won't work, or because of circumstances, maybe they're just not able to do it, and you feel like you're drowning. And you cannot do it. So there needs to be this ending of something. It cannot continue that way, so that redemption can be had, so that healing can be had, right? You really want to think about Christ on the cross, was nailed to the cross to redeem us for our sins, right? So there's got to be the sacrifice for there to be some sort of redemption. So whatever it was that you were taking a chance on, it's got to be ended here. Then we have the birds, which indicates very positive communication going on about you. This could also indicate like social media, but it's a very positive energy. Then we have the bird cage. So there's something in it. There's that rose in there indicates taking a chance, information that needs to be released. You don't want to ignore it, because by closing that bird cage, you end up staying in that, that metaphorical gilded cage, right? And you don't want to do that. You'd be holding yourself back from that. There's something that you need to look at more closely here, though. Okay, and now we have the Venus woman, and the Venus woman, Venus is a money energy, but it's also about self-value and self-worth. So, and it's also about integrity. So Cancer, what I'm getting from this is that you've been involved in something having to do with work, whether it's your work, whether it's however you make your money. This could also, for those of you in college, that can also apply to your major. You've been very focused, patiently focused on something, but you can't continue. It's got to be cut. It's got to be cut out. And I do see another opportunity coming for you, but what you need to do is focus very closely on yourself right now. And when I say yourself, I mean focus very closely on what is it that you really want. And I know that sounds like a very sort of existential question, but keeping it real in the 3D, very practical. How much money do you think you need? How do you want to feel when you work? Like on a day-to-day, how do you want to feel about yourself? Do you want to feel proud? Do you want to feel like you're helping people out? Do you want to feel, or is it just really important to you to just make money, and that you recognize that whatever money you make doesn't define who you are, that's just what you do, right? But figure it out. Whatever it means to you, you have to look at it more closely, because Venus really wants to bring that into your future. You see, she's got the Venus emblem there around her neck. So it's all about that. About focusing on what it is, actually really keeping it real. Now, Venus is not only about money. Again, she is about self-esteem, self-value, everything that we value. And how good are we going to feel being in something, and are we going to be able to bring ourselves what it is that we need? Meaning you guys. Okay. All right. So that's what we have for that. So let's pull some cards. And we're going to pull a Celtic cross spread, change things up, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, let's pull a card to see what is happening now for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, having to do with career. What's happening now? Happening now is the Six of Wands. Six of Wands, you're feeling some sort of good news maybe just came in, or you're feeling just very, very positive about something, feeling very successful, like something is, some sort of idea, something is hitting you right now in a really beautiful way. And that's what's happening right now. So the Six of Wands could even be like, even if you're in something that you're not very happy in, you're like, wow, this idea that I want to do, this business I want to start, this new venture I want to take on, this is amazing. I can't believe I didn't think of it before. Or some of you are in a space of just being really successful right now too. What is influencing you for better or worse is the Nine of Wands in the reverse. So the Nine of Wands in reverse is about isolation, right? Having faith for a minute. Definitely like being in a space of where you feel like you need to defend what it is that you want to do, having to do with career. So very interesting, because we have, that's an influence that's affecting you that doesn't seem so great, even though you're feeling very positive about this either new path that you want to go on or this new offer that you have. So there may be some naysayer energy in your life right now. Let's see what your hope or goal is. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords in reverse, and this is about, I don't blame you, this is about recovery and relief and just resting and healing and not feeling anxious about stuff and not being worried and not being depressed. Like, that's a good goal to have when it comes to career. You don't want to be worried anymore. You don't want to feel bad about yourself being in something. You want to feel proud. You want to know you're making the money that you need to make. That's a really good goal, I'd say. So let's see what the recent past is going on. So the Judgment energy in your recent past, this is about clarity, right? A final decision. You having a wake-up call to your life's purpose, Cancer. I know that sounds very dramatic, but that's truly what I'm feeling here. And this is in your recent past. Very nice. Okay, so let's see. Beneath all of this, the history that contributed to this situation, we have the Lover's energy. So yeah, I mean, look, maybe a relationship is helping you, because none of these things live in isolation. We do career, we do love. Maybe your relationship is really inciting some change here. It could be it, but this is about partnership. Okay, so the history that contributed to this could be, first of all, a choice that you need to make. You needed to make a choice in partnership. So for those of you not in any relationship and has nothing to do with that, you needed to make a decision having to do with your business connection or where it is that you work, because the Lover's energy is anyone who we have a shared soul purpose with. Getting to this point, though, where like a decision needed to be made. If this job, Cancer, this is you saying to yourself, if this is going to work for me, I realize it's not perfect, but I have to make the decision to stick with it and not complain about it not going okay. And I have to be more solution focused rather than problem focused. And if I do that, it's going to go really well, because the Lover's energy has the blessing of Archangel Raphael. Now, for others of you, this could absolutely be where you and your partner just together decide, and your partner was part of this decision, that you need to be doing something else, whether it's because of money or because you don't feel good about what you're doing, or you're realizing, oh, hey, this isn't really for me, kind of thing. But whatever it is, it's this decision that's gone on here, right? Now, in the near future, we have the Nine of Cups. This is beautiful, because this is about financial gain, solo pleasures, feeling really, really good about approaching your wish fulfillment, having material abundance. This is also really good, like mental health, just feeling very good about what it is that you're doing. And having, right? It's about a having, wish fulfillment. And it's career, so obviously it's about having, yeah. Okay, your attitude or perspective. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So this is about right now what your attitude is and what your perspective is this: you're in this space of repair work right now. Right, a lack of focus or ambition, where you're focused very much on perfectionism. You're trying to make something perfect. You're trying to go back and repair something, Cancer, that might not even actually need to be repaired. You might be hyper-focusing on something needing to be too perfect. So just something that you might want to keep in mind, because it's not necessary. It's not necessary. And what ends up happening, if you're hyper-focused on being perfect, you end up losing focus of what it is that you should be working on, what that would end up inciting the Eight of Pentacles in the upright, which is all about mastering your craft and, becoming really good at something. So you don't want to be stuck in any sort of ruminating energies or anything like that. Okay. Now keep it, to be fair, you may be in this space of realizing you want to transition, and you may be in this space of feeling like, all right, how do I do it? I have to do it this way. I have to do it that way. I have to, a lot of have to's thrown in there when it really doesn't have to be like that. So the opinion of those close to you, we have the Five of Swords in the reverse, which is about just you being surrounded right now by fairness, right? By peace. So somebody being very, a voice of reason in your life. Maybe a partner, maybe a family member, maybe a good friend. But there's somebody who is like really serving very much as the voice of reason for you right now. Now, as far as your inner emotions goes, having to do with your hopes or your fears, we have the High Priestess. So it's like this is very mysterious and secret, right? But this is about you trusting your intuition. So now this is your hope and your fear. Your hope is that you can trust your intuition and it goes well. But at the same time, Cancer, I feel like you're a little afraid of yourself. And that's only because, I don't know, I swore up and down that last thing that I did was everything I wanted to do. And now, and you're like, and look, I'm not happy in it. Or maybe things didn't go the way I wanted to. Or some of you may be very much thinking about making a move and you're really not talking to anybody about it. You're just not. You're doing a lot of formulating in your own mind right now. See what the final outcome is. Ace of Wands. See, Ace of Wands is a new project. This could be a whole new career, a whole new passion, motivation. This is like a new path. It's a new path. So some of you may be, but the Ace is big, man. This is like a new career, changing majors. Just changing, your eyes are just so, you're wearing different glasses than you've been. You just have a different outlook for your life right now. And a lot of you guys might not be talking a lot about it, which is okay. You might be afraid to, because it's in your fear, right? Ace and the High Priestess is about having these feelings, right, deep inside, very much that you're really not talking to anybody about it, which is okay. Okay, my friends, that is what I have for career. I hope that was helpful in some way. Now we're going to move on to relationship. So we're going to start with the Lenormand spread for relationship. Relationship, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? So we have the Moon. So we have your ruler. So we have you in your fields. You're looking at the past. And then we have the Sun. This is, oh wow, this is interesting. Because the Sun illuminates the Moon. So there's something that is trying to get through to you that you are having a hard time seeing when it comes to relationships. So maybe you're just not sure how you feel. It could be quite as straightforward as that. You're just really not quite sure what your emotions are right now. We have moving forward. Let's just pull the cards and then we'll see. I feel like a lot of you guys are just really not sure how you feel about moving into this next phase of a relationship, or going from single to partnered, or whatever the next cycle would be and whatever you're in relationship. So some of you you're just not sure. Should I take this relationship to the next level? Or I'm not sure about breaking up with this person. I'm not sure. Do I really want to meet somebody? I'm not sure. I say I do, but then I'm not sure, because there's this new cycle. And when we have the flying ship, it's about transitioning from one place to another. It's moving. There's movement. So you're moving into a new cycle. And we have the warmth, the illumination of the Sun. But you're looking back in your feelings and you're keeping something to yourself. You're not being completely forthcoming about how you feel about something when it comes to moving forward into the next cycle with somebody. So maybe somebody asked you to move in, or maybe you've just reconnected with somebody who you haven't been with for a while, or you've just met somebody new, brand new. But there's still something about within your emotional space that you're looking to the past and you're just not sure. There's something you're just not sure about. All right. So we're going to pull another Celtic cross spread for this. Let's see what we get. And then we'll pull some oracles after that. Okay. Happening now. The Wheel of Fortune. I kind of vibe this. This is a turning point. Yeah. So this is the thing. When it comes to relationships, this could indicate you meeting somebody new. Okay. This is a Jupiter energy. It's all about luck and expansion. So it's good. It's very destiny driven. But for a lot of you, a lot of the times, what is a wheel? A wheel goes around and around. So this is a very heavy reconnection energy. So this could indicate taking a chance and reconnecting. Again, it does have Jupiter, but as I always say, guys, those of you who've been watching me know with this energy, I always say, you get the Jupiter blessings only if the relationship the last time around had good bones. If the bones of the relationship was not good, if they were a narcissist, if they cheated on you, if they were abusive in any way, and you try to revisit it, it's probably not going to last. Okay? That is what happens there with the Wheel of Fortune. All right, and let's see what is influencing you for better or worse. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So, Queen of Swords in reverse, this is like a very cold energy, somebody who's very very like rigid in their logic, maybe not a very honest person, maybe not a very, very kind person. Or this could even be, somebody who was all those things and maybe they ghosted you, right? So that could certainly be, influencing you for the worse when they call you to get back together. It's like, dude, what? You ghosted me. You were not nice to me. You lied to me. You did A, B, and C. Or maybe you did that to them, right? It could definitely be that kind of thing. So this could be influencing you right now, like whatever it is, you kind of like fill in the blank with that. But let's see what your hope or your goal is for the situation. Your hope or your goal maybe is to get married, because this is one of the get married cards, right? This is about being able to make this relationship work, the two of you being able to leave a legacy, have a family, deepening of commitment, deepening of connection, buying a home together. That's what this is in relationship reads. So, sure. Ten of Pentacles, though, and it involves like family, it involves property. That's like the hope and goals, right? But let's see what's been going on in the recent past leading up to this. Five of Pentacles. So Five of Pentacles is feeling very worried, very isolated, very disconnected, feeling just very sort of like emotionally vacant because something wasn't working, because you felt so disconnected. Because remember, Pentacles is emotional, mental, and physical connection when it comes to relationship reads. Yeah. Okay, and now let's go beneath that, the history that contributes to this situation. We have the Hermit energy. So the Hermit in reverse does indicate that for a time, Cancer, you guys were going it alone, right? You were going it alone. There was loneliness here, isolation. There was also a lot of repeating past mistakes and being stuck. This being stuck kind of thing, and just repeating those mistakes. You know what I'm talking about, that hamster wheel kind of thing. Let's see what the near future has. Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords, this is near future. This is a necessary transition. This is moving away from the toxicity. So even for those who are single, I feel like you're still kind of healing from some sort of negativity. But regardless, if you're getting back together, or if you're single and you're getting back out there again, I do see the toxicity being left behind. And it's like this necessary transition that has to happen right now.
but you can't have the energy of the wheel. Like for some of you, I sense this resonating with somebody. Some of you are going to be, either you're going to be reaching out to somebody, they're going to be reaching out to you, and you're going to have this conversation like, are you going to make believe that A, B, and C didn't happen in the relationship? You have to have the conversation, because I do see there is still love here. Otherwise, there would not be this level of regret and this level of loneliness going on here. So you have to transition away from that, is really what needs to happen, all right? Now, for your attitude and perspective, we have the Judgment. So this is really good, because this is about being open to making a final decision, just having a lot of clarity, realizing the purpose of this relationship in your life. If you're single, this is you just feeling really clear, understanding the lessons that you've learned in past relationships, seeing where maybe you allowed things to go on that you shouldn't have, or where you may have gotten in your own way, and realizing it's time to put all of that to rest now and just move forward. Whatever happened, right? As I always say, toothpaste is out of the tube. Now let's see what the opinion of those close to you are. The Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups, it's this sense of regret, feeling loss. Cancer. So maybe an energy that's surrounding you is very much in the space of feeling very, very regretful, and they're feeling very abandoned, and they're feeling like just this unbelievable grief. Because that's not your position. That is people, whoever's close to you in this connection. Your inner emotions having to do with your hopes and or fears. We have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is about feeling very confident, feeling very self-assured, feeling very passionate and energized about moving forward. I mean, that's what this is. And also there being this lightness to the relationship that maybe wasn't there before. Some of you may be hoping to meet somebody like that, somebody who's very confident, somebody who's very self-assured. Maybe a last partner wasn't, and that was an issue for you, so you could be hoping to meet that. Maybe you're hoping that you could feel more confident and more self-assured this time around in the relationship if you're reconnecting. Or even if you're just getting back out there again. This is like very much what you're hoping for. But you also might be fearing, because this is a very feisty energy. This is somebody who likes to play. Might be a little scary to you. You might have so much emotion about somebody. You might be so attracted to them, and it might be that kind of very big connection, a big energy for you, that it's almost scary to you to jump back into that relationship again, because you're afraid maybe of, either losing yourself or kind of feeling sucked into things again, and you're just scared. There could be an element of fear about that as well. But as the final outcome, we have the Hierophant reverse. So, this is not a bad energy. This is about focusing on just doing you, being you. But it depends on your mindset, is how you have to understand this. As the Hierophant reverse, some of you guys are going to be dealing with somebody who just does not want to get married. That is like the straight up, right? Somebody who just does not want to conform to a traditional relationship. Maybe it's you, Cancer. Maybe you're realizing for now, not forever, but for now, you might not feel ready to kind of entrench yourself in some sort of heavy expectation or a marriage right now, or anything really traditional like that. You may be feeling that, they may be feeling that, or maybe you're both having that healthy conversation saying, we're not ready for that. We're not ready. Let's do our relationship the way we're going to do our relationship. And this is about being very original in your approach, having a problem with needing to conform, having to be a certain way. Now, some of you may be dealing with this with a partner, and if you're not on board with that, it's going to be deeply troubling to you. Others of you are going to welcome this because maybe you feel like you're not ready for that level of relationship. This is a general message. It's going to mean something different. But within this is this idea of somebody is not willing to completely conform. I'm not saying to commit. This doesn't mean they can't commit. They just may not be able to conform to some sort of expectation that is expected right now. Again, that could be you or it could be them. Doesn't mean there's not love, doesn't mean any of that. Also, maybe you can't. Maybe it's not even possible in this connection, Cancer. Maybe you guys met online and you don't even live near each other. Or maybe because of the pandemic and COVID and all of that, things just cannot move forward as they can. So you guys are making the best out of the situation that you can right now. Again, general message is going to be something different for each of you. But let's sweep these and pull some oracles. Passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. Nice. Love call, someone hello, someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you, letting you know. Keys on a ring, many options, decisions, unconventional, being unconventional, string along. Well, that you're going to have to see now. If you have many options, if they have many options. The unconventional I'm not worried about because I feel like that is the Hierophant reverse energy. Mask, not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, deluding, gaslighting. Gaslighting is like, no, that never happened. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, you know, something totally happened. You know, no, everybody thinks you're crazy. They tell me all the time. That's gaslighting. Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. Healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. Camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learning from the past. Breakup, separation, stopping the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. Abundance, keeping a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude, bliss. Grow with the snake, empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enabling boundaries. I feel like this was the card that was crossing you guys. It's like you were with somebody, but you were an option, or at least you felt like an option. There was this idea of option, somebody not being their true authentic self, you know, them, you know, dealing with other people. You getting into a space where you just want to take care of yourself, right? So there being this idea of separation, but there's reminiscing, trying to keep a positive mindset. But then we have this idea of empath and narcissist paradigm. So be careful if somebody tries to come back. Karmic relationship. If somebody tries to come back, being charmed or used. Enable boundaries. Hammer. Sabotage, rebuilding. Repetitive. Working on it. One more. Clock. Need time, take time. Time in cycles, time to heal, progress. So I feel like the oracles are going to resonate for those of you who were in a relationship where there was some sort of cheating situation or some sort of betrayal, let's just say that, and then there's missing and this, that, and then there's somebody who's sort of circling back around, but there is this danger of it going back into this unhealthy cycle, right? This is a very karmic relationship. It's very karmic. But I see this idea here of needing time, taking time, time in cycle, time to heal. I'm hoping, Cancer, if you're resonating with this, that you take it very, very slow. Because if you jump right back into what it was, it looks like you're going to end up right back where you were. You know, like the classic case of if you keep doing what you did, you're going to keep getting what you got. So you have to do things differently if you want different. So that is what I'm seeing for my Cancer friends. I hope this was helpful in some way. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.